Hello YouTube. I'm back at the farm today and I've had all weekend to ruminate about what I'm doing with this thing. My pretty new tie rods showed up the other day, so that's good. And over the weekend, since I firmly believe that every project you should look at as an opportunity to buy a new tool, I stopped at Hobo Freight and got myself a new angle grinder. It's a 11 amp, should be pretty heavy duty, and just for the record, Hobo Freight does not sponsor my channel, but they could. I'm only an email away, fellas. Yeah, last summer my 10-year-old Milwaukee angle grinder finally gave up the ghost while I was right in the middle of something, so I ran down to my local hardware store and grabbed the only angle grinder they had, and to be fair, it's worked just fine for 6 months, but I know I wanted a heavier duty one, so I got this one. So I'm going to keep the grinding wheel on this one and the cutting wheel on the other one, so that'll be kind of handy anyway. But onto this. I've been cleaning a little bit here this morning, and this is the bushing for the front pivot pin. And as you can see, doesn't fit as snugly as it should. So how am I going to address that? Well, remembering that the pin goes on here and all the force is going to be down on the thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to smear the top half of this all with JB weld, get it in there, get it in place, line it up so the grease hole fits. And then I'm going to drill 4 1/4-inch holes there and pin the bushing in place with 4 roll pins, driving the roll pins in just so they're just even with the inside surface on this bushing. Hopefully that'll hold it in place between that and the JB weld. I suppose this would be a good time for my standard disclaimer that I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it or the right way to do it. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So I will probably get that done, get the JB weld, give it a time to set up. Then I can take my fancy new angle grinder and start grinding that old weld off there and start addressing the main reason I took this apart. Well, I've got the bushing fastened in place there. So, is it legitimately fixed? I don't know. It's about the best I could do with what I got. And it seems unlikely that I could have made it worse. So we're going to roll with that. I'll grind those roll pins off flush with the grinder. So it's getting to be about lunchtime now. So I think I'm going to go in and have some lunch, and then I'll attack that thing. Grind the weld loose. I'd like to get it loose and bring it up out of there so I can get everything all cleaned off and dried off. I'd really like it to be clean and dry before I weld it. And right now I don't think it's either one. But we'll see how that goes. Well, I've got it out, and I got that cleaned off pretty good. I had to go kind of deep in a couple of places to get some of the slag from the previous welding job out, but it's still got a little bit of looseness in here. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to run a couple of quick beads down here with the welder and then grind them down to where I've got this pretty tight and have to drive it in. Then I will weld the living daylights out of the top of it. And that's my plan. I'll go ahead and get started with that right now. Okay, after about 15 minutes of driving that thing in, she sure ain't wiggling now. So now I need to get myself a good weld on there. Then I think I'll have it made. It's not as pretty as I'd like it to be, but I think it should be pretty effective. I'm going to have to either declare victory now or else go to town and buy some more welding rods. I didn't realize I was that low, so I'm all out of this size now, but I think it'll hold. So I'm right now it's mid-afternoon, and I want to give the JB weld a chance to set up overnight before I put this thing back under the tractor. So I think for the rest of the afternoon, I got a bunch of hardware I need to clean up. So I'm going to clean things up and get ready, and I will bring you back tomorrow when we get this thing in place. Okay, had to figure out a way to keep the wheel straight. So I think I got it now. So let's try this again. Okay, we are back far enough. Now just have to line it up this way. Okay, I've got things pretty well lined up. Now I'll put some anti-seize on the pin. Not sure it'll do any good, but it just seems like a good idea. Oh yeah, I do have it lined up pretty good. I'm started. See if you can take her the rest of the way home. It's hard to get a good square shot at this. Okay, that seems like a bad idea. I need a short 3/8 bolt. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, this is a better idea. Let's see. Okay, not quite. I don't feel the snap ring groove yet. Oops. Okay, there it is. Okay, snap ring is in place. We're back. We are back on the tractor officially. Now I need to put the rest of the stuff back together. She's sitting down on her own haunches again. Just got done setting the toe in. The book says 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch of toe in. I got about 1/8 of an inch. That should be good. So I'm just about ready to fire the old girl up, run her outside, and stick the muffler back on. Okay, I think we're back in business. So I keep finding, little leaks that I need to deal with, but I think what I want to do now is just use it a little bit and see what happens. The forecast is for, it's nice today. It's in the 40s. But we're forecast to have a couple of kind of rainy days and then 3 really nice days up into the 50s, maybe even the 60s. So in a few days, there is a possibility that I might actually do a little work on the New Holland round baler. And if that happens, I will certainly bring you along. But until then, everyone out there, have a good day.